evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And this is your Royal Daily News for October 4th, 2022. In the Stiemervallei, His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians visited the project, the Gardens of Waterschei, located in the nature reserve north of Genk, Belgium. According to a press release, the goal of the project is to restore the natural water system, stimulate sustainable recreational use of sites, and to increase biodiversity. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, accompanied by Mr. Franz Foyet, attended the Benelux Circular Economy Business Forum. The two-day forum, organized by the Luxembourg Chamber of Commerce and the Enterprise Europe Network in collaboration with the Benelux Union, brings together political and economic players from the Benelux and greater region around circular economy trends, in particular waste treatment, and the impact of construction sites or the sustainable transition of cities. The forum also acts as a networking platform and partnership facilitator. In Den Haag, His Majesty King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands held an audience with the President of the Republic of Benin, His Excellency Patrice Talon, at the Paleis Huis ten Bosch. Meanwhile, on the occasion of Animal Day 2022, Her Royal Highness Princess Catharina-Amalia, Princess of Oranje, shared a photo of her horse, Mojito. In Copenhagen, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedikte of Denmark, Princess of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Berleburg, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, and Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, attended the state opening of Parliament. The state opening of Parliament is held on the first Tuesday in October. Upon their arrival, members of the Danish royal family are welcomed by the Presidium of Parliament in front of Christiansborg. Thereafter, the royal family is ushered into Parliament Hall. From the balcony, members of the Danish royal family watch as the Prime Minister of Denmark, which today is Her Excellency Mette Frederiksen, give their opening speech inside Parliament Hall. In the late afternoon, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark and Her Royal Highness Princess Benedikte of Denmark, Princess of Sayn-Wittgenstein-Berleburg, attended the launch of the Promotion of Handicraft Stitch of the Year 2023 held at Amalienborg Museum. Her Majesty the Queen has designed the Cross Stitch of the Year 2023, which is a calendar with 12 embroideries for each of the 12 months of the year. In addition to the several embroidery designs, Her Majesty the Queen also designed the Cross Stitch of the Year in 1978, 1984, and 2004 for the promotion of handiworks. In Uppsala, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden, along with Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, attended the formal opening of the 2022 church meeting held at Uppsala Cathedral. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Harald V of Norway visited the village of Lampiland in the municipality of Flesborg this morning. Upon his arrival, His Majesty was warmly welcomed by hundreds of locals as well as government officials. Soon, His Majesty visited a historic wooden building that houses the village's school, kindergarten, swimming pool, and a sports hall. Thereafter, His Majesty the King met with local farmers and members of the Village Women's Association. In Muscat, Their Majesties King Abdullah II and Queen Rania of Jordan, along with His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, began their two-day official working visit to Oman. Upon their arrival at the airport, Their Majesties were warmly welcomed by His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Said of Oman, Her Highness the Honorable Lady Sayyadia Ahad bint Abdullah bin Hamad Al Busharia of Oman, and members of the Omani royal family as well as government. Thereafter, Their Majesties and the Sultan arrived at Al Amman Palace for the official welcoming ceremony. After the national anthems of Jordan and Oman were played and the inspection of the Guards of Honor took place, His Majesty King Abdullah II and Sultan Haitham, accompanied by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, as well as Jordanian and Omani delegations, participated in a meeting. During the meeting, His Majesty the King and His Majesty the Sultan agreed to advance economic cooperation between Jordan and Oman, especially in the areas of trade, investment, and industry. Discussions also focused on the importance of bolstering cooperation between the private sectors in the two countries and maintaining coordination and consultation on various issues of mutual concern, especially on food security and energy. His Majesty the King expressed appreciation for Oman's position and continuous efforts to bolster security and stability in the region. Discussions also touched on the importance of reaching political solutions to regional crises in order to restore security and stability to the region and its people. For his part, His Majesty Sultan Haitham welcomed His Majesty and the accompanying delegation to Oman, highlighting the deep-rooted ties between the two countries and its people. In the evening, the Sultan hosted a gala dinner at Al Oman Palace in honor of their Majesty's visit to Muscat. Attendees at this evening's gala included His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, Her Highness the Honorable Lady Sayyaria Ahad bint Abdullah bin Hamad al-Basaria of Oman, and His Highness Crown Prince Thiazon bin Haitham bin Tariq al-Said of Oman, and other members of the royal family of Oman, as well as Jordanian and Omani government officials. Prior to the gala dinner, royal orders and decorations and gifts were exchanged between the royal families. His Majesty King Abdullah II bestowed the Order of the Bejeweled Grand Cordon of Al-Nada, also known as the Order of the Renaissance, on His Majesty the Sultan. In return, His Majesty the Sultan bestowed the Oman Civil Order of the First Class in appreciation of the deep ties between Jordan and Oman. His Majesty the Sultan also presented His Majesty the King with a traditional Omani dagger called a kinjar. In Riyadh, Her Royal Highness Princess Al-Johara bin Talal bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia recently sat down for an interview with Vogue Arabia. In the interview, the princess, who was a granddaughter of the late His Majesty King Abdul Aziz bin Abdul Rahman Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, also known as Ibn Saud, discusses her life, her successful business, accomplishments, and much more. If you're interested in reading the interview with the princess, in the description box below, I will leave a direct link to Vogue Arabia. In Oman, Her Royal Highness Princess Sumaya bint El Hassan of Jordan, daughter of their Royal Highnesses Prince El Hassan bin Talal and Princess Sarvath of Jordan, announced that her son, Mr. Tariq Judah, is engaged to Miss Zain Abdul Hantash. In Madrid, Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain presided over the annual meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Cervantes Institute, held at Palacio Real de Aranjuez. His Majesty the King is honorary president of the Cervantes Institute. During today's meeting, His Majesty the King presented an award to Italian Hispanic professor at the University of Bergamo, Mr. Gabriele Morelli. Mr. Morelli received the award in recognition of his work in the dissemination and international promotion of the Spanish language. Congratulations. In Paris, Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene of Monaco and Her Royal Highness Princess Severa Vanavari of Thailand attended the Louis Vuitton Spring-Summer 2023 Pret-a-Porter fashion show. In Port Hercule, a 2.4-meter-high elephant sculpture was delivered to Monte Carlo this morning aboard the ship Gothenburg of Sweden. The elephant sculpture is a gift from the Swedish animal and nature organization, the Perfect World Foundation, to His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco. Upon the ship's arrival, a gun salute took place at the Palais Princier before the sovereign prince boarded the ship. And finally, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco recently spent 2 days in the town of Ripa Condita in the province of Potenza in southern Italy. The purpose of the sovereign prince's trip was to visit sites that have historical ties to the House of Grimaldi. On Monday, Prince Albert II and the mayor of Ripa Condita, Mr. Giuseppe Sarcuno, unveiled the Grimaldi Historic Sites of Monaco sign at the entrance to the town. Thereafter, the sovereign prince, along with the mayor, was given a guided tour of the town and attended an official welcoming ceremony in front of the city hall. After speeches were made, Prince Albert II unveiled yet another plaque and received a historical illuminated diploma from the University of Naples, which was earned in 1609 by one of his ancestors. The day ended with a visit to a 15th century former Franciscan monastery and a gala dinner held in his honor. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, October 5th with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, take care everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.